I'm not an EXP business
Is-
broker.
Yeah,
Hi, this is Ann. And I didn't know that this meeting was for EXP. I joined a couple of weeks ago and Tanya told us about the every other week meeting, so I signed up for it. But anyway, I am with Liberty Business Advisors. And so what are the requirements for joining or asking? Because I know that some of our agents have also gone to EXP. Do you know what the
Alan's a good one to answer
Regulation.
that question.
I'm sorry?
I'll let Alan answer that question. He has done this many times.
Yeah, so my question is like, is there a matriculation process for EXP, even though I have been doing business brokering only for the past year and a half, so it hasn't been terribly long. And then what the commission split is that by office or?
I see Alan must have internet problems. I'll try to answer as much as I can.
Thank you.
So first of all, you have to join the commercial side of EXP. So we put our shingle up. Basically what I've done is put my shingle up, so to speak, with the state of Washington through EXP Commercial. And then EXP Commercial provides that huge platform, $3 billion publicly held company that's international. Gives us a lot of credibility out there in the world when we're talking to our clients. We can say, well, we're involved with this larger group and our team is quite sizable. And then you go to be a business broker. The next hoop you jump through and is become a member of IBBA, which stands for International Business Brokers Association. Then you jump through a small hoop, which is basically get training. There are 3 core classes that EXP wants you to be trained in, and then they sign off on you and you become someone that they would support as a business broker. Our business, as I've mentioned, Ellen and I have founded this business. We want partner brokers that are trained and are serious. So we're like EXP. We don't want someone that doesn't spend the time and the effort to go out and to learn how to be a business broker at least and have the basics to do that. And we provide various systems and controls and procedures, but the main thing is you need to know a little bit about what you're doing, if not a lot, and you have to be interested in this. I'm a gray-haired guy and I have owned a lot of businesses, so I like it because that's that's kind of my sweet spot, and is talking to business owners. And so talking to business owners is part of that. You have to really be able to communicate with them. You have to hold their hand because maybe it's their baby. And whereas real estate, typically it's not very emotional. It's based on, well, unless you're a Mariah's in realty and sells residential, she would argue with that. She would say it's quite emotional, but it's very emotional on business side too, maybe even more emotional.
I wanted to say something about how business brokers generally operate, and to contrast it with commercial real estate. In commercial real estate, you have listing brokers and you have user brokers. Users are buyers or tenants that are going to use the building themselves. And in commercial real estate, it's quite legitimate to be a buyer's broker or a tenant rep. That's not really the same in business brokerage, where the best practice among many people, not everyone, but that is to represent the sellers of the businesses. Where you contact sellers, they say, yes, I'm interested. You do a valuation, you agree on a listing price, you list it, package it, market it, and negotiate with the buyer. And then because of that whole process, you're the only broker involved. You don't really use buyers brokers to bring you buyers. You attract buyers yourself. And so I just wanted to say that because I don't want people to get into business brokerage thinking that it's a good idea to be a buyer's broker. I think, as Dick and I build our company, we want to focus on the listing side. There's an old expression in real estate, it's a listing business. And I think that's especially true in business brokerage.
You'll have opportunity to take buyers. Buyers will call. I had this week, I've had 3 or 4 buyers call. And unless they have a business they've targeted, one business that they've targeted, and even then, it's not necessarily a good idea to spend a lot of time working with them. Think about it this way. If you're a listing broker, you might have several buyers. If you're a buyer's broker, you just have that one buyer, and then they have to convince you they can even buy anything. And of course, one I can think of this week, total red flags came up when he said he was going to use his girlfriend's money to buy a business and make him a millionaire. So, I mean, he didn't say it that bluntly, but that's exactly what it meant. And so I wasn't interested in representing him in any case. But
well, when Dick and I were working together as he was wanting to get into multifamily, and he said that we would represent buyers. We had an exclusive representation agreement with a very qualified buyer. Some people who worked at Microsoft, who owned other businesses, who had money, who understood and analyzing income producing properties, and they were out trying to buy apartment buildings. And we made several offers, even off-market properties and on-market properties, but we were always competing against about 10 other buyers. Whereas if we had been on the listing side of those deals, we would have sold the building to one of the buyers. But when our chances are 1 in 10, and everybody else is offering ridiculous money, non-refundable deposits, no inspection period, no financing contingency, a rational buyer can't compete with that. So we thought we had a cat by the tail there for a while, but we never did any deals. And it's just another reason why you really want to be on the listing side.
I operate a little differently. I've got several listings, but I also love to have exclusive buyer clients. I do put into my agreements that I charge 5% on the exclusive buyer end. So that sorts out who's serious. And the business brokering paperwork with eXp Commercial has got a good buyer profile. So it's important to get to know your buyer right away, see proof of funds. But I mean, I'm specialized. And so, yes, they're looking for specific kinds of businesses. I also, on the commercial real estate, I get them into exclusive buyer agreements with 5%. So, and I've found that the people who sign those, they get special treatment. They get called first. I hear about a lot of off-market deals, and the first people that get called are my exclusive buyer clients. And so they really feel like I'm doing them a service, even even though I'll charge them 5% on a 5-year lease. They get that bill and they're like, oh, Erica, but they feel that I'm worth it because I'm always looking out for them, and love my buyer clients, love my seller clients.
So Erica is a little bit different than some people that are agnostic when it comes to the type of businesses they sell. So Erica, you have the sweet spot that you found, that people are going to come to you because you have all those, you're focused. That would be an accurate statement, right? So
yeah, they want a specialist on it. And I mean, pretty much all my listings, they've called me. I haven't really go after listings. They've called me. They say, we hear you're the one. So
And you did that in, you said you didn't start too long ago, what, 2020, you said?
21.
It couldn't have been 2020, could it? Because we didn't exist.
Right.
That's right. Oh, that's quite a story.
Said 2021, I think.
Exactly, you're right.